Jenny Sinclair, 23, UK, pro actress. Physically fit? No. Celebrity 2, B. Jenny's weakness is definitely her core trait, and something to keep in mind. Ego. This issue has been seeded ever since she was growing up in the standard suburbs. When in Uptown, she says how she could have lived here had she not gone down this route of fame. She absolutely hated that mediocre vibe life to the point of denying she ever lived such a life to anyone. So she tried to make it big. Well, she actually made it pretty fucking big. Hitting this huge stardom increased her confidence naturally and will gladly let you know how much of a big shot she is. Her day-to-day life is just a big stage, and she's still just playing a character, even wearing overly expensive and way out there clothing to something as basic as the grocery store. Psychology specialists at the research center are concerned that this ego will transform into histrionic disorder and will try to keep her in check. This is because, in reality, she really is just playing a character. She really does care about others and how she's perceived by everyone. Her slay sister, Lee Lin, and her bestie, Fiora, are definitely the two that are the closest to her. This is because Lee Lin doesn't really care what side or version of Jenny, and will probably forget about it next morning. Fiora is just because she's reliable and goes easy on Jenny, thinking Jenny is weak. We're also able to know how she's so good at playing dead. She was recording this climax of a movie where she sprung from life, so it had to be perfection. So she redid this scene hundreds of times over a week with no complaints or questions. She's just as motivated for the climax to be the best as it can be. That's how she became the best, as only the best can suffice for Jenny. And she really feels the best, or as she would say it, like $1,000,000. Anything else is a complete personal attack. Every opportunity to go higher in this hierarchy of celebrities is an opportunity that must be taken, which is why she's on the island. She thought it was a reality show, fearing she's hitting her peak right now, so hey man, she's gotta take every opportunity she can take. And that's where we are right now. I want to make a conclusion to this with a comparison to Until Dawn. Don't worry, this will be short, no spoilers of course, and you don't have to know Until Dawn to get it. Emily and Jenny are kind of similar if you were to make Emily less entitledly toxic and lash out, and instead made her an actress, as they're both great survivalists and craft of what they have when their life is at their worst. Jenny being very physically weak. This is not me insulting her, that's in her journal. She uses guns instead. She likes to hide around, teaming with allies who she seems strong, and acting to get results by either playing dead or seeing someone like Fiora who wants to protect the weak. She wants to sort of capitalize off of that. Both have a front of confidence to set themselves above others, but hates confrontation.
I didn't do anything wrong. Can I even live after all of this? I'm terrified at what I've become. Is it all an act, or am I living my nightmare?
Decisive in the goals and dreams they have / want, and will always want more than that. Some side things that are not really relevant to their core character are that they both love expensive fur clothing, no matter where they are, that being a grocery store, for example. both like romantic relationships but have never been in a serious one for an extended time, as they don't know how to do that or handle it, and mostly think that they're too good for anyone else. And that's it. To end the video, I want to talk about some facts, trivia. Did you know that Uchiwa, an old accessory, is a picture of Jenny? Pretty fucking cool. There was a Q&A with the writer about Jenny. Here's some interesting things I found. If Jenny hadn't come to the island, could she have become a star? Yes, she would have become a great star eventually, although that became impossible after she arrived on the island. Does she ever put her hair in different hairstyles? Yes, since Jenny was a relatively unknown actor and didn't find a director, coordinator, or makeup artist who stuck with her, she can do almost everything by herself. I think that Jenny and Hart could feel a sense of camaraderie as they're both from the fringes of entertainment industry. But what's their relationship like? They get along well, if subtly and quietly. Jenny becomes a bit more well-mannered in front of Hart. They're the same age, and they have small talk where they chat about clothes or things they like or such. What's the hardest part about being on Lumia Island for Jenny? She can't change clothes whenever she wants, or fix her makeup, and most of all, she has to kill people. Who's the person that Jenny dislikes most, or who has the worst relationship with Jenny? It's the sexist and delicate Magnus. They hate each other equally and very much. Fiora looks like she'd tolerate Jenny's personality well, but were there any times they fought emotionally? Yes, there were. It's mostly when only two of them are left. They each think that each other should survive and act accordingly, so they clash. But usually, Jenny lives. That's the end. The next video will be Celine. Thanks for the one guy with a zoomed in 2013 Shrek picture for commenting that. Also this guy June from Superstars for letting me use his emojis in exchange for wisdom for the whole world to hear. That being, Jenny is based. Thumbs up emoji. And most importantly, don't forget that.
And remember, eternal return is like a sandwich. No matter what, the bread comes first.